Do I have to hit this?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mix It Up podcast. I'm Mike. Special guest Malarzik is back with us because Nick is out sick. He has like I don't know herpes duplex or whatever. Um,
You got the hip.
he's got the herpes duplex. But yo, happy anniversary, Malarzik. It's January 6th. Um, the Democrats love to make this seem like the worst thing that ever happened in the
Oh,
entire
they do.
world. Meanwhile, a little bit months previous before that, they had the Black Lives Matter protests where they were literally burning down cities, looting, murdering people, causing billions of dollars in damage. They don't say a peep about that, but yet when it comes to January 6th, it was the most biggest threat out there. Meanwhile, most of the people just went in there taking fucking pictures. Like, just let's be real about this, you know? It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. I don't know how people are not like waking up to this, but you gotta wake up.
Some people are not. I just had a discussion with Manny, who's Spanish, and Vinny over there. And Vinny's like, "Do you think you would do something like that?" I'm like, "Vin, what do you think happened? like, like what? Like, stop listening to the media because they lie
Right.
on those
They
sounds.
do lie.
That's why people are doing side podcasts and media on their own because they believe that more than Channel 7 and CNN and all that because
Yeah, because they
they've
all
been
say the
lying.
same shit. They all say the same shit. You ever see that like Instagram video where they all saying the exact thing verbatim?
Uh,
It is like it's brutal. Like they're all the media, big mainstream media, are owned by like
Dude,
two companies or some shit. It's
I'm
crazy.
not gonna say last name, but you know, Joe. I said to him to Vin, I go, Joe's so and so, Zaza is knows more about this and looks up more than you. Just sent out a thing today about the January 6th with some lady that has been she did it or something like that or whatever it was, Susan something that
Yeah, yeah.
she's the head of the BM like and you still think that you know what I mean? That was like part of Clinton. One thing, here's a question I have to you. You might know more. I don't know as much. Because I
Mm-hmm.
was talking to my brother on the ride back from Florida. We were like, yo, the deep south, the deep state of the thing that they call. Who's in the group? I saw a documentary, but I forget the names of it, how it got started in the 50s, 60s. It started then. They were like a group of people that lived on the blocks of D.C., and they were friends, and then they formed this group. Obviously, it's somewhat in the Democratic Party where they like this is the stuff that Trump and all of them are like. Let me tell you, he wants to end them, and
Is it is
because
it
they're
the
the ones that are evil.
is it the group of elite like lobbyists that live in Virginia? In those rich?
They used to live first down the streets of DC in an area like that, and they were like neighbors and stuff like that. Back in, I could be getting. Don't quote me on any of this stuff. It was I think it was I'm talking for like a little bit,
All right,
and then
so
I'm sort of like,
yeah, continue, Blogger. Sorry, we lost you for there. I go back and fix it.
you just froze it. I was just like, traitor. Yo,
Yeah,
it took me like
we had
30 seconds to realize too.
we had a little technical difficulties. All of a sudden, my computer just stopped working. Maybe the government's looking into me and just zapping me. But yeah, you continue to talk to yourself like for 30 minutes.
Nah, for like 30 seconds, then because you know you have the same face for like you don't really throw many face gestures out. So I was thinking it's the same face, and you were listening,
What do you
and then
think?
I realized,
What do you
and
think?
I asked you a question, and you didn't say nothing. I was like, Jesus, trainer.
What do you think? I'm a mannequin and shit.
Yo, it was the trainer man again. I'm like, yo, what the hell's the matter with this dude?
Well, we'll go back and finish that. So, what were you saying?
What was I saying? The deep shot, the thing. I mean, the group. I saw a documentary, and I forget the names that they said. I like, uh, was Jimmy Carter in the Democrat Party? No, he was a
Talk
Republican.
about is it Skull and Bones?
It might have been the documentary like that. It was just something I saw on like the thing, and I was like, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just
Yeah,
watched some of it, and they were talking about how it got started and stuff like that. And I'm like,
they're a weird group, man. It's
yeah,
definitely a
they're
bunch
evil.
of like they're evil people that just like they're playing games because they got their money, the power. They're just playing games with the world, and
Dude,
I think that's why the alien drones are here to
somebody
save us.
somebody said to me today, the kid made, he's like, you Trumpers are just great. Dude, I'm not even that crazy with the Trump thing, guys. Like, dude, I
I know,
just
but
realized that I'm like, you people are fucking retarded. Like I don't understand. Like even when the process of like Kamala and Trump was going on, I'm like, you think it's good under them? Like this society that you still won't vote the other way to make gas lower, to make everything. But I can't wait. I can't wait to shove it in everybody's face when every price gets lower and things start to turn better. And I'm like, oh my god, oh no, that was the Bionomics. It's starting to kick in, right?
Yeah, now, after like fucking,
Yeah,
it's a little too much, man. I think hopefully, a lot of more people are waking up to the fact that that Democratic side, these people that, because it wasn't Biden that was doing any presidential things the last like 3 years. He's been like weekend at Bernie. So who the hell is really running the show? They have to
dude,
be
he hasn't been around.
people. They have to be the most corrupt people on earth because they lie, they manipulate, they've been taking money and just giving it to Ukraine by the billions as much as humanly possible. Meanwhile, they can't fix the United States of America. Make America first. We should be first. We should not have North Carolina people victim of the flood still looking for houses. We should not have the Maui victims with the house burned down still struggling to survive. Like we have a lot of problems here. I don't care how you have to maneuver that money around, but make it happen. Don't send fucking billions of dollars because I don't know what that billions of dollars to Ukraine is doing. I don't know if it's allegedly covering up for biolabs or some underground trafficking of, kids. Something's fishy is going on that's connected there because all that money, they can't account for like half that money that's sent to Ukraine, which is crazy. Something's fishy, man. I mean, obviously everything's corrupt, but that's the most corrupt shit I've ever seen. Are you like watching TV when you're doing a podcast?
No, I'm watching the end of the championship game for the Montana State. It just ended, so
that's considered like rude or
I'll
inconsiderate.
stop.
You
You
know what I'm
just
saying?
probably watched the end of the Knicks game. That's why you started it now.
And no, I was actually doing other stuff with my dog. Unfortunately, my dog's going through
For
some stuff.
Barkley, he's
Yeah,
dying, man. Isn't he the way you talked? I saw a show that you were like, I can't go
yeah,
far.
it's tough because I got bad news.
How old is he?
He's 5 years old, man. He's got like
Damn, that sucks. That's an
yeah,
early dog.
yeah. Hopefully, I mean, he lost like he went from 54 pounds down to 38. So obviously, when
Does he
you
have cancer?
lose some weight, they didn't see any cancer, but they say it could be PLE, which is a protein losing amphithology. I think that's the last word for it, but that's not good because that's a fatal disease. So hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't know if people out there believe or whatever, praying or whatever, but please pray for my dog, man. Appreciate it.
That
Hopefully
sucks.
new food or whatever hurts because if I lose my best friend, it'll be definitely be very tough on
Are you gonna get another dog?
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I wouldn't do that right away. But I mean, I wouldn't say that down the road, but I would definitely take a
Well, I
break.
hope you don't lose your dog, but would that mean I can come back on Sundays to watch football?
Nah, I would get a dog before that. Nah, just kidding. I mean, listen, all fingers crossed. Hopefully, we'll get his weight
We
back.
do a TV show. We're
Stuff.
back. The Mike and Mike show.
I'd rather have my dog Barkley
No,
alive
I hear you.
next 10
Your
years.
dog.
It just sucks that they don't live that English bulldog. I got an English bulldog for people that don't know. They on average they live like 8.5, 9 years. That's their average lifespan.
Most dogs don't live a lot. That's why I picked
a lot of dogs live like 16 sometimes, like some
well,
dogs.
German Shepherds supposedly live more. That's why I picked my dog. It was half Terrier, half German Shepherd, because I was like, oh, I want this dog forever.
As long as you don't, also you don't get one of those like poodle mixed with something like those doodle things. Those they're just fucking stupid looking.
Dude, we thought Eugene's grandmother had the same German Shepherd because she had like 3 of them forever.
Wait, you thought that dog was like 45?
Yeah, I think she named it the same name and it looked the same. And it was just like, yo, so like all through our childhood, we were like, damn, that dog is still alive.
Yeah, like, you know what? The dog probably died, but what they did, they probably buried it in Pet Cemetery and it just came back getting more angry and more angrier. So
maybe in the backyard,
you and Dave like walk by the house, the dog used to want to kill you. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's tough, man. Having a pet, they become like part of your family and shit. So yeah, definitely. Because I met one dog I had back in the day, Candy. She was like a mix of mutt that we got from like the pound or whatever. Just died in my backyard. I was running around the pool and just fucking died. Me and my friend Bruce was playing basketball in the backyard, and Bruce was like, "Yo, Mike, what's up with your dog?" I'm like, "I don't know." And the dog was just lying there with his tongue out. I was like, that was traumatizing. I was like fucking 9 years old or whatever, Then I got a beagle after that, Lucky. His name was Lucky. Beagle was cool. One day he was just getting old, sick, had to put him down. Went to go play basketball, kiss him goodbye. Went to go play basketball. That was fucking rough. And I had the best game of my life. I fucking lit it up because I just took over. I mean, you see me play basketball, so I mean, obviously, like I'm one of the greatest shooters out there. But that night it was just ridiculous. But
You could shoot.
let's hope that shit don't happen. All right, moving on, man. I can't talk about this. I don't want to start crying. What do you
I
think
got
about
one story
Tell
of
me.
a dog thing. Raz had a neighbor, right? And I had a dog. This dog Bear, bro. Nobody got more ass than this dog Bear. We would see this dog everywhere, like when we were kids. Walk the neighborhood and it would come back. It would never be like, it was like, dude, Bear be getting it, like, you see it come out of somebody else's house. It's like, I think he just put another dog. Like, you know what I mean? So one time we were older, I asked Raz, I was like, yo, we're all hanging out. I was like, yo, you think you got more pussy than Bear? He goes, the dog? Hell no.
I mean, you called the who names a dog Bear? That's just
His
fucking
name was
stupid.
Bear.
That's just fucking stupid.
He was the shit. Bear was like the dog on the family guy. Like the dog got
Dog guy, like Family Guy. Okay. All right. Well, anyway. So what do you think about these drones over the tri-state area? What do you think they are, Miloš? Like aliens?
something with the government.
You think it's government related?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it
To make like they don't know, like what is that? I don't know. Like shut up.
what if it's AI, artificial intelligence, and
You
it
know
just
that
created
when
drones
when my friend of
on
train
its
is
own?
thinking of shit.
Yeah, dude, they're flying over my house. Like, why are they looking at me? You
I
know?
don't what's the reason for like dude, listen.
What they film me with my tissues and Lubriderm? Like, what are they gonna go back to the
Maybe it
and
is. I
tell me
don't think
about?
it's another country because I
You don't think
think
it's
that we have
China?
such tech. I don't know. Like
I don't think it is either because the way these drones are moving, they're
dude,
so
technology we
quick.
have, we would shoot them down. Like, what is this shit?
Yeah, why can't we shoot them down? Why can't we throw an F-16? But they say like
There's a
this.
law, right?
No,
Don't
this
you?
they say like the drones don't have heat. They're not. They don't show up in like the thermal radar, so they're not giving off heat. So it has to be like cold. They think it's coming out literally from the ocean. They think it's coming out from like maybe like a submarine or some shit or another fucking civilization that's living in the ocean. Who the hell knows? But this shit is like it's every night, bro. You woke up, it's like that ain't playing. It's a fucking drone, you know.
Oh,
This
I
is a
mean,
bunch of conspiracy theories.
I
Like,
do believe this. I don't, but I do now because I saw some things on like aliens, and I'm like, yo, they might exist. Well, you know what I mean? Like,
of course they exist. Why do you think we're the only ones around in this
that
fucking
would be
vast
crazy.
universe? We just can't get to each other. There's probably so many different civilizations out there. We all look fucking stupid, but
Imagine you came out when we were kids to the park, and you were like, dude, I got raped by a fucking alien. You're like, shut up, dick. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And then now we look at it
and,
like, yo,
yeah.
maybe he was right.
Then you guys show me like on an alien doll. All right, point to where he touched you.
Yeah.
And listen,
Imagine we didn't believe you, and you're
people
like,
have
Trader's
stories.
pregnant. Like, what?
People have stories about being abducted by like aliens. Like shit is fucking real. Look up Bob Lazar. If anybody got time, look up Bob Lazar. He said like because he worked on these spaceships that crashed or they caught the government got and he backed engineer it and they said they had like documents talking about religion. Like these aliens talk about religion, how they consider the humans just containers for
What?
yeah, I mean, I guess containers for
What
our
do you mean
soul,
contain their
like for
societies?
no, I don't know, like maybe
Oxygen?
no, it means like containers, like we're holding something for them. So what are we holding? Our souls? Is our souls some kind of like energy power that they
Oh,
need, or
I can see that.
you know? Because what else do we have? Like obviously
Yeah,
they
but how does
have
he know
nothing
that? Like
else.
they talk to him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they would give up that secret. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't
I
know.
do wonder, like, when they do show, like the things that you saw a UFO, like, dude, it tells me that the government knows and they just don't want things out like that.
Out of
And
control.
because how did movies like or anything come out and like, all right, if there was aliens,
Right. Yeah, I know. If
we
there
would
was. Meanwhile,
we
the
would
old
make a ship like this, and we make them look like yo. I hope they look like ET and not like Predators. Then I'd be shit.
yeah, I mean, Nick said something on the podcast last week about like the drones, like, well, like, why do they have like green and like red lights on them? I'm like, listen, lights is
That's
the
Christmas
most
tree, you fucking retard.
light. Listen, lights is the most basic thing out of all like the world. There's darkness, there's light.
Yeah.
Of course, there's going to be kind of light on there. Just that's part of like the universe as a whole. It's just a fact. Now I don't know like where they get these lights because some of these drones they're blinking from so far away and they're the brightest shit I've ever seen. Like it's just it's so wild, man. Nobody knows what the fuck it is, but there's so many of them
Yeah.
just flying around. Like
You were
what
you
happens
lost.
if aliens come by? It's gonna be
I
whack.
told Vin, I said, Trader lost his shit. This motherfucker's hit me up and he's like, you see these things? Go outside. And I'm like, dude, what do you want me to do with them? There's nothing I can do.
I was hoping you walk outside and get abducted. Like, yo, trader, they got me. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
yo, tell us what they did to you. You know, let us know what happened to you.
Imagine it's like an
They probably,
island
they
of
probably
like
keep you.
hot alien girls. And I'm like, I don't want to leave here.
Yeah, they probably would keep you because I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's pretty funny.
Yo, it's like, it's like Raz said one time. Imagine us going to like Brazil and stuff where they abduct you something. And he goes, they kidnapped us in like Mexico. He's like, you got the wrong two white guys. Ain't nobody gonna give you a ransom for us.
Imagine you get abducted by gay aliens.
Yeah, that
You
would
know what I'm
suck.
saying? That would be so whack. Yeah, I'm like, I'm on the wrong ship, I think.
I would come back and they'd be like, what happened? Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, but I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. You would know something like that happened if nothing I did was drink and not say a word.
Yo, imagine you're up there, he just pulls out like a fucking like an 18-inch fucking alien dick. And
Yeah.
fucking puts it right on the table, you're fucked.
Dude, I would be like after like months of it, can I at least pussy one day, guys?
Yeah. What's that alien puss that I've heard so much great things about?
Like, like
I
I would
know.
act like a chick.
All the
I'm
dude, all
breaking
the
up with you.
all the
All right.
you're like, listen, we need to talk.
You fucking gay aliens are selfish lovers.
They're playing the YMCA and shit up there.
Oh, I feel like a chick. Like, you're a selfish lover. What? Yo, someone told me, I guess somebody saw the show, was it a couple weeks or a week ago or whatever? I forget who said it to me. It might have been Vin or someone. They saw you mix it up thing and they were like, you were mentioning it. I'm like, what? And I'm like, what? And they said, Nick had a voicemail of you. And I'm like, oh, the Christmas thing?
Yes. So you're gonna do like so apparently
I did that drunk and called.
Nick's in a band, so obviously you're gonna go collaborate with Nick and sing Christmas songs.
I did that like a month ago when it was before Christmas. Like,
yeah, he came out and I'm like, don't play it if
I'm
you
like, he
say anything crazy. But then he like
just listened
like,
to it now. What a piece of shit.
yeah, he's like, oh, I got a voice off from Larzik. I'm like, okay. I'm like, as long as it doesn't say anything bad on it, you can play it.
No, I think I was
get me
drunk
in fucking trouble.
I said something.
Oh, you're back to drinking? You're back to drinking?
No, that was just like a one night thing. I had to go out to a dinner, and like, you know what I mean. So I had a few drinks, and I remember calling him when I came home, and I'm like, because I was supposed to keep going to drink, and I came home after dinner and like had a few drinks, and then I was like, I'm not staying out, like, you know what I mean. And I went home, and I called him. I think it was like 11:30 or 11 on a Friday night, and I was just like, I got a great idea. Like, I was so like, but this is how you know I haven't drank anymore. Like, I guess there was a pause in the thing because I was like, I totally forgot what I was going to tell him. I was like, let's make a CD. Like, I didn't even know how to put it. I was like, yo, how do you make a video or like a music thing? And I was like, CD. All right, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you also said I was gonna be an elf in part of the music video.
You would make a great elf.
Yeah, I'm sure I would.
You just got the look. You know what it is?
I
think of the
gotta look
Christmas
for
story, and I think of you as one of the workers of the Santa thing. Like, not now, you're older, but when you were a kid, like, I would have loved it. Yo, if all of us were like, we gotta go see Trade or what? He's at work. He's an elf, and he hates his job.
I was an elf in grade school in a grade school play.
I was what movie?
No, like a Christmas play. I was like an elf and shit. And then I was also I played Joseph. You know Joseph and Mary?
You did?
Yeah, so I was
You
Joseph.
got the big part.
Yeah, so well, no, I had like one line. I was like, "My name is Joseph, and I'm here with Mary, and we're traveling to Bethlehem." And then people were like, and then I walked off stage. That was it. That was my big line. That was my intro to acting. I was an actor right there from
Who
that
got the
moment
main
on.
part? Who got the main part? You're like, I hate you.
Who I don't know. We had some crazy people like
I wasn't an. I think I could probably act because I do a lot of stupid stuff like that now. When I was young, I was mad shy, so like
yeah,
I
so
would
was
only
I.
get the part.
Yeah,
I
so was
remember
I.
I didn't get the main part. I got like the three. What is it? Kings? Or what is it?
The Three Kings,
Yeah, I was one of those.
one of those guys. Yeah,
You
they
didn't
don't
have
say
any words.
anything.
You just come.
Yeah, you
Here's
just
my
fucking walk.
gift.
Yeah, you just walk with the gift. Yeah, like my I was terrified. I was fucking shy too, and that was it was the worst day of my life going up there and saying that
I didn't want to do it either.
I had to fucking speak. I'm like, I don't want to speak to these. But look at it. You got an auditorium full of people, you know.
I
But
think if it was a
did it.
comedy, I could have got a main part because like that was one thing that the teachers were saying. Like they're like, you joke around too much. I'm like, I don't want to do serious shit. I'm not
No,
a drama guy.
yeah, no, nobody wants to do fucking serious shit.
No, not as a
Um,
kid. I
all
forget who
right,
got the main part.
all right. So we gotta keep it flowing, Lars. Like we gotta make this podcast quick. So I get up early tomorrow.
Uh,
Moving on. Joy Taylor. You know who Joy Taylor is? She is
he loves dick.
she does. She's one of these hosts, I'll put it host of like these sports show where men talk. And you got to throw like one of the pretty girls in there that really don't know much about sports, but she has a big fucking rack, gigantic tits, man. They're fucking
He
tremendous.
looks good.
She does look good. I always found
You
her
know who her
attractive,
brother is, right?
but yeah, of course, it's Jonathan Taylor, right? Not John,
Jason.
Jason Taylor from Miami Dolphins. She actually Joy Taylor, her only experience was being a bartender in Miami, and she had like
He's just like a nobody.
no, and then all of a sudden she sleeps with this executive or whatever. She's fucking him. She gets his fucking job on the show. She's fucking one of her co-hosts, so she gets us on the job. Like she's married to that basketball player Earl Watson. They got divorced because apparently this is all allegedly. He found out some shit. Then she was engaged to some other fucking bozo, and he found out some shit. He fucking got rid of her.
Oh, I didn't even know that part. Wow.
Yeah,
I know she was
there's a
married to
lot.
Watson.
Yeah, there's a lot. I feel bad for like these people because now she also had a plan where she told like this hairdresser that like, oh, if he kicks me out of Fox or whatever, I'll just make something up that he like
Yeah,
groped.
yeah, yeah. I heard that
I
part.
was like, yo, this bitch is grimy, man.
She's
So
not the only one. They said there's a lot of women in the industry like that.
yeah, but like welcome to the real world, people. Like these women, there's a lot of women that sleep their way to the top. It's just facts. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like you gotta,
Oh, I was just hitting up the kid before. I said, "Oh,
what do you think
watch
it
this
is?
part. Watch this part on what the Whitlock show said about because he knows all of them. He worked at Fox,
Oh
and he
yeah,
was like Joy Taylor, and he goes, "I'm not going to name names, but there's a lot of women." And I'm like, "Oh, so women can't manipulate? Women can't, dude." She was using like after she banged them, she's like, "If you don't put me on this thing, I'm going to say you sexually harassed me.
fucked up.
like, like yo." This is what they do. Not all women. I'm not going to go on here because I met. This is what I try to tell them. I said, dude, I've met women, and we've grown up with girls. They're the nicest people, and then we've met up with girls. We were like, that bitch is evil, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
that bitch will do. Like, dude, I don't name names, but we knew a
crazy.
girl. Like, you know what I mean? That was just like she's in jail now. Like, you know what I mean? And like that's how evil she was. This girl.
I get
You
it.
know.
I mean, but I mean, listen,
I don't understand why
that's
people train. I don't understand why people like with guys, we can always see the evilness in a guy, right? But for a girl, they're like, oh, she's somebody's daughter. She's this. And you're like, yo, dude.
if she's a
You
cunt,
know,
she's a cunt. Like it is what it is.
I
you know?
saw I saw her on an interview with when she was maybe not an interview. She was on her own podcast or something like that. And she's talking about like a man to marry or date. And dude, it's been like a million bitches we grew up with. What did they say? Yo, if he doesn't have this and that, you're like, why
Oh,
shouldn't I go for that? Like, who the hell do you women think you are?
it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Listen, I understand like people that are like separated or whatever. They go on to hook up with like other women, other guys, whatever you want to do. If it gets to that point. But this bitch, she's married. She was married and still fucking around, still fucking these fucking people. Like you gotta be some kind of fucking real scumbag to be like that. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, I know
Did she
people
hook up with
do whatever you
Acho
want, but goddamn.
to get like her own job? Because but notice funny thing. Acho was the guy that was on the thing, and he was ahead of her on the thing. And then all of a sudden, recently, she just got her own show, like where she has Keyshawn and Paul Pierce. You know what I mean? It became. Did
Yeah.
Acho move on to the other show and say, "Oh, you know what? We should put," because she was banging him, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Well, if you don't say my name, I'm gonna tell people." You know what I mean? Like,
Well, apparently they split up from the show because of that executive. He was pissed that she was banging Echo or Acho, whatever his fucking name.
Acho, yeah.
So like I think that's why they kind of like separated and shit. And then don't forget, Shannon Sharp was like, with her back in the day, like going to baseball games and shit. You see those fucking pictures out there. Yeah, just you gotta watch out, fellas. Watch out for these women that are fucking married, right? That say they're going through a divorce or they're separated because a lot of them fucking lie just to get you fucking shit on the side, get
No,
that fucking money, get those fucking easy dates.
think
I'm
about the
telling you,
Celtics.
watch out.
Think about the guy that coached
I've
the
been there.
Celtics, right? He's now coaching the Houston Rockets. The so and so, the actress's husband. What's his name? Remember, he got fired from the Celtics because or
Oh,
suspended, and his name got
yeah.
dinged because he banged
The
uh
yeah, that's right.
one of the I don't know if it was the owner or somebody high up's wife, but they never mentioned the wife, right? Because they didn't
Yeah,
want the name out there.
yeah, of course.
You know,
Yeah, yeah. It's what it is.
like
It just listen. It happens. It happens all the time, everywhere. Like go to any job, pick a random job. I'm sure there's somebody in there that fucked their way to the top or blew their way
oh
to the
yeah,
top. It is what it is. you know, crazy
dude. It's
bitch.
listen. It just is what it like. It is. It's just
It's sad.
like that's why it makes me laugh when people say like, "Oh, no, that would never happen." When I'm like, "Are you retarded? Are you stupid?" Like I can so see this. Like, dude, even like not to get on another thing, but like I said to people, like, dude, did not the Duke lacrosse girl tell you the difference when she set up the whole thing and manipulated and said that those Duke kids raped her? And you know what's funny? Not one apology for that shit. Not one. Those
I don't
kids went through
apologize.
hell for a year, dude.
Right? Can you imagine like that weight on your shoulders when you know you did nothing wrong, but when you
Yeah,
put that allegations out there, and then all of a sudden it's just like, holy shit, you're automatically
you
guilty.
ruined my name, my
Yeah,
life.
saved
Like,
life. Yeah. What about the
this,
dudes that go to jail for 10 years and then all of a sudden, like, they get freed because of new evidence that she lied or whatever? Like, that's fucking crazy, man.
yeah.
Really, it really be careful who you hook up with.
No,
That's the moral of the
she
story.
didn't do it.
Watch out for the Joy Taylors.
She just threatened it. But imagine he
Yeah.
didn't give her the job because she's not really qualified, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh,
Not.
sexual harassment, fucking da da da, second executive," and ruins his life. They don't care. They
Dude,
don't care.
I'm sorry. Like, they have, like, I know, like, I'm going to sound sexist, but like, I turn on ESPN. It's like you get only like this. I was watching something. It's like all women. There's three women talking about football. Like, listen, I don't want to.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I don't want to hear you talking about it. I want to hear like
I want to end my life when I
guys
hear
that
that.
play balls. Like, like. But the ESPN is just falling off the face of the earth. They have the DEI fucking
Oh
high
yeah,
whatever the Disney is promoting over there with
she's one.
fucking people. Just have the most quality. If you could put all fucking black guys that played like ESPN did back in the day, it was Berman and like three black guys that did the Sunday night fucking morning football show, and it was amazing. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody fucking complained about that. I love that fucking shit. Now you're
Yeah,
fucking, like mixing it up when they're not really that qualified just to have inclusivity. Like, it's
yeah.
stupid, man. I don't want to. I don't want to see that.
Imagine. Think about this, Trader. Imagine like when we used to have the Super Bowls in like a month. A month now, we have a Super Bowl party. We're all sitting there, just the guys how we used to sit at the park and joke around and talk sports and talk what we want. And then
Mhm.
some girls now sit down and they're like, "I think this is this," and we're gonna sit there like, "I don't want to listen to this girl."
I
Like,
know. I know.
Trainer, what do you think? And the only guys that say, "Oh, she didn't sound so bad," you want to fuck her? Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
Like,
Right. She looks good and you just want to bang her. So you're going to say like nice things about her. Meanwhile, you're an
yeah,
idiot. Like, we know you're a simp. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, just stop.
You know what's funny?
Like
The
Kay
ones that
Adams.
would
Kay
really
Adams
want to
could
bang.
say nothing wrong. I love Kay Adams. whatever.
Yeah, because she's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the Patriot guy. That was a DEI hire.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I know.
now that they have a chance to, they cricked them real quick. They're like, you suck.
Yeah, they're like, 3 and whatever, 4. It ain't gonna. I understand you're not talented, but like we got Mike Vrabel on the way. Like he wants to be here, so you're out of here.
Yeah, we should have done this last year. We fucked
Yeah,
up.
don't let the door kick you. You know what I mean?
It
It's
was
what.
fun for a year. Like, dude, it's like, yeah.
Speaking of football, man, we'll end the episode on NFL playoffs. Got some good matchups going along. Got Chargers, Houston to open it up. Got the Baltimore, Pittsburgh game. Denver, Buffalo, probably going to be a good game. You got Vikings and Detroit, which is going to be a good game. No, Vikings and Rams, excuse me. Then you got what's the other game I'm thinking of?
Hmm. Yeah, what are you thinking of?
Probably Washington against Tampa.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what? Washington is going into Tampa. And it kind of reminds me back in the day when the Giants won the Super Bowl, they went into Tampa and they won that game. I could see Washington beating Tampa because Tampa, their defense is really suspect. They give up big plays. They should have lost the game to the Saints, and the Saints are fucking trash. This guy was passing all over to them. Lucky they came back and won that game. I think you go into Tampa and you pretty much easily beat them, So did I miss another game? Did I miss what game did I miss? The Sunday night? Oh, Green Bay and Philly. That's the game I missed. And Green Bay's banged up. So Philly probably has the easy win right there. I think the Rams are stupid. The Rams should have played against Seattle. They should have played their starters to win. So they would have to face you guys. I thought that would be a better game.
I don't understand anything.
But it's crazy. But yeah, I think you guys are gonna win.
Dude, we were texting. I was texting Justin. And I was like, "Is everybody trying to throw these games? What the hell's going on here?"
I hate Week 18.
Like even Washington, like my team, and I was like I said to Justin, he's like, "You think we're really trying to throw it?" I'm like, "Why are we playing Marcus Mariota? We need to win this game so we get the 6th seed." Like I don't get this. Like I get why Dallas played Trey Lance. Like I get that they're out of it. Like if you're out of it, but then I didn't get the Rams not playing Stafford. People are like, "Oh, you don't want to have any injuries." Yeah, but you kind of want to play. Like nothing against it. I'll play them, but and maybe if we win against the Bucks, we're probably playing the Philadelphia Eagles. But you're telling me that if we get to play the Eagles or the Bucks or the Rams the first round, you don't want to play the Bucks or the Rams? Like what?
I agree.
It makes no sense. There were so many games. Week 18 is whack.
It is whack. Barkley not playing to go for the NFL record. He only needed 100 yards against the Giants defense. He could have had that in the first fucking quarter. Just a lot of bullshit like that. I didn't like. NFL needs to fix that. I understand you want to rest for the playoffs if you're in it, and these games don't mean any shit. But yeah, come on, man. It's just and the Giants losing, of course, to Philly, their backups. Why couldn't they lose the week before? So they would have had the number 1 pick. It doesn't make any logical sense to me,
I think this makes it. I said to Vinny, I go, what would be the worst thing that could happen is that now the Giants don't have the number 1 pick, but it's not that. You have the 3 pick. Imagine you trade up to get now you have to trade up to get him.
Oh, I would never trade up for those bums.
How mad? Because I think they all suck. But how mad would you be that you're like, wait a minute? Not only did we give up the first, we had to give up another one for this fucking bum.
Yeah, more picks so we could suck for the next 5 years. Let me tell you something. The Giants organization is garbage.
Don't make like it's not going to happen. You're keeping your GM and your
no shit. So it's stupid. It's stupid. Of course they're going to get their quarterback. Of course they're going to get one.
I've been there with my team. This sounds like oh my God, this is a scary offseason for you guys because it's like they don't care. They know this is their last chance, so they're going to go for everything. They're like, oh, sign this guy. Get this quarterback. Trade up for it. Fuck the future. I need to win this year. And you're like, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, because they want to save their jobs. That's all it comes down to. That's really it. All right, guys. Well, we just wanted to let you know about NFL playoffs. So all that talk. We're going to cut this podcast short and sweet.
What was the other subject? I thought you had another subject.
I did have one thing about the United Kingdom, their rape gangs.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, go into that.
You want to talk a little bit about that? All right.
because I don't know what that. I don't know anything. I'm like, wait, what?
All right. So basically, for the last 10 years in the United Kingdom, there's been Pakistani rape gangs targeting white children, white girls. Um, and it's been going on for a while. And instead of going after these rape gangs, they've been British police. They've been going after the journalists, um, or people that post online saying you're giving me anxiety about these rape gangs. Instead of targeting the actual rape gangs, they're going after the reporters who are trying to report on it, or going after people on social media who are given anxiety, saying like there's Pakistani. They pretty much all comes down to they were so scared of being called a racist.
It's not that.
Instead of going after the 1,400 women, young girls that have been raped in the United Kingdom over the last 10 years by these rape gangs. There was reports of like these Pakistani men going up to like schools to the fence. There was reports on that. They found like a group of Pakistani men in a hotel with a drunk 13-year-old half naked. And instead of arresting the men, they arrested the girl for lewd conduct. So obviously they're all fucking screwed up. They're ass backwards over there. What's
It's
going on
like
in
here.
the kingdom was trying to happen over here. It was trying to happen over here. So people like Trump needed to become in office because we can't have this fucking like this Pakistani shit. We can't have this radical Islam shit that's going around now where they treat women like fucking garbage and they
I would.
I mean it's all disgusting what they were trying to do over here, but it's happening in the United Kingdom. So stay the fucking far away from there. Don't go on vacation in fucking Britain.
Yeah, like right.
It's
What
fucking
happened?
crazy. Well, it
Right.
makes no fucking sense.
I went to England. Raped by Pakistanis.
Right. There was like a bunch of like 12 5-foot Pakistani men fucking raping me.
Like
It's
I thought, you know what it was? I
what
thought
the
they were
fuck?
Indian. They're like, no, you fucker, we Pakistani.
Yeah, we're Pakistani, motherfucker. Get it right. Yo,
They
it's
got
crazy.
so mad.
Dude, it is. But that's actually what's happening over
I'm
there.
gonna say this.
Truth.
I'm gonna say this. That just shows me that's like here. There's narratives that the higher ups could put out there, but they don't care. They don't care about us. We're. Let me tell you something.
They
I
don't care about
guarantee
us.
around the rich in every country, they just sit there and like look
Playing
at these
games.
fucking yeah.
Playing games.
Because to be honest with you, this is why
They're
you
a
got
puppet
something in your own
masters.
hands. I said it a while ago. I said it here. If they keep this place in with the Democrats in this party, and this is what we're going to vote in, we need to get an army of over 50 to 100 million of our people. And I'm talking about every race. I'm talking about the middle class and poor coming together as one and saying, fuck you. We're going
Right.
to fix it ourselves. Because you know what? When there's 100 million of us, you ain't going to tell us what to fucking do. You know what I mean?
Right.
The
Yeah, right.
military, that's our people. That's our people that work for you. We're going to be like, dude, I don't really want to get into it with you guys. Let's get the rich. When you get, see, they don't want people like us to join up together. They always try to keep us divided, no matter what
Or
country. You see it all in the
preach.
history, in all the worlds of history. What did they do? Treat us like shit, then give us a dog biscuit. You know what I
Right.
mean? And everybody, and it's funny. At a time, they make it racial. Now they're like, oh shit, the racial's not working. Let's make it a gender thing. Let's make it this. They just keep coming up with new fucking things. And then
Yep.
this is just even worse that you're sending things out there for freaking kids. Pakistanis raped because what? It's some group that was like upset because they're fucking ISIS or Qaeda, whoever the fuck knows why they're doing this. And they don't like English girls or things that they're going to go or white people, maybe. To be honest with you, that I would aggravate me because if it happened here, right? And I found that, and imagine it's like, it's honestly like in the less version of like what's the ones that they're taking over homes and shit and everyone's like, well, it's against the
Oh no,
it's not
Roar,
against the law.
Colorado.
No, not the
Colorado.
Colorado, that's the gang shit. I'm talking
Oh,
about like
squatters, like squatters.
yeah. And imagine you
Yeah,
get
you could just sit. Imagine some motherfucker just sitting in your house, Larsic, and I was like, no, I live here now. Get out.
imagine you went to work and the time you come home, you're like, wait a minute, I don't live here no more.
Right. You have like 5 Pakistanis like we're in there. Like, yo, if that ever happened to me, they'd be dead in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
They'd be dead. I pull a
Dude,
Dexter
the
on them. I pull a
people
fucking Dexter on them. I'll fucking put them up
traded,
and fucking wrap them up and stab them.
dude. I said to my brothers, I said, dude, imagine coming home and that happens. Like, dude, I said, you got the wrong people because they'll be like, oh, call the cops. It's like, nah, man, we ain't calling no cops. I don't want them here. We're
Right.
going to settle this shit. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to get the fuck out. Like,
I would love to see that as like a comedy or a horror movie with Pakistanis going to your house to try to take over. That would be fucking either hysterical or just horror.
I
Oh,
would
man,
simply
that'd be
try to be nice and cordial in the beginning. I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
for the first 10 minutes, me and my brothers would be like, okay.
I'd be confused.
I'd be like, dude, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm only going to say this fucking once. If you don't get the fuck out in 5 fucking minutes and get all your shit, I'm going to take this fucking Louisville bat over your fucking head. And I'm going to do it. The cops can get here. I don't give a fuck. They can get here. They can see me beating your fucking ass.
Yeah,
It's
like,
kind of like the Joe Pesci thing where he's like, about the time I'm coming out of jail, you'll be coming out of your coma. I'm going to hit you in the head again because I don't give a fuck.
yeah, man.
I actually tell them I'll drive you to another area where you can go do this. Like, but
Yeah,
you're going to
right.
get out of my house.
Oh, there's no question about it.
Dude, we had a house in Florida. We were like, yo, imagine this motherfuckers would come down there living in it. And they're like, and they try to get all fucking ghetto with us. I'm like, dude, we love to get down. We
Yeah,
grew up in this shit. We love to get down. I don't really want to do this at this age. Dude, I told you I was down in Florida. Dude, it was sometimes not anything bad, but like, it's one thing. We were in the heart of like by the Gulf. Yo, that's where the real Floridians. We went through Alabama, dude, like to get to this part of Florida because, let me tell you one thing. I don't know why anybody goes to fucking Alabama to play football. There's nothing. We drove through it for 3 hours. We were like, there's nothing but land. Land.
yeah, there's nothing going on, right?
Nothing.
Yeah.
We look, you know what's the coolest thing in this part of Florida and Alabama and Georgia? This guy called Junior Fireworks. This motherfucker got fireworks stores everywhere. Like,
Really?
one we looked at, it was, train. It looked like a warehouse. We were like, I bet you we go in there, we could see every firework. But we didn't want to stop in, but because we were like this. But dude, they just have roads of grass, and then all of a sudden, like, for one thing, I would never live there because the fact is, you're like driving, you're on this road that's like Central Avenue where there's a grass in the middle, and you're just driving in a 3-lane thing or 2-lane thing. And you look over to your right, you see water, then all of a sudden you see woods, and you see water in the woods, and you're like, oh my God.
Right. What the fuck?
There's alligators in that motherfucker.
Oh, of course. Down there, watch out, man. Can you
You
imagine
know?
just walking out of your house and all of a sudden you got to watch for gators?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I mean, I understand they live down there, they're used to it, but that's crazy.
Dude, I mean, somebody tried to tell me in Florida, it's like, well, you live from New York, like in certain areas, don't you have deal with bears and like coyotes and stuff? I'm like, yeah, I get, but not to the fact of you with these gators and stuff. Like, dude,
Yeah.
that was the one thing that bugged me in my parents' house in Florida. We're like, they can't get rid of them until they get to a certain size, like big.
Yeah,
Then
right.
they have to come. You call them. So these motherfuckers are in there for like a while, dude. One time, not in our area, but like, imagine coming out of your house to the side of your house, and all of a sudden there's a gator like sitting in the front of your yard, like, and no, they're quicker than you think. They just run straight. You have to run like
You have to yeah, you have to zigzag like you
you
fucking
know
football drill.
You know what I said to somebody? I said, you know what a gator is? I was telling my brother. He goes, what? I said, you run zigzag. He goes, why? I said, it's like they're. I said, gators must be like cross-eyed because they're like, which way did they go?
Yeah, like, yeah, because their eyes are on the side of the head, and they're like, "The fuck?
Where'd you go?"
Guy, you would think like if you're going straight, he can't see you, but apparently
they just run
can.
straight. But imagine you just move to the side. He's like, wait a minute.
Or they're just fucking retarded. Like either one. Like, what the fuck's wrong with them?
They're like, you know what it reminds me of? I said the Gators are like, remember that movie with Adam Sandler with the coach? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
You know?
Yes.
People are like, yo, you're retarded how you think of these things. I'm like, dude,
Definitely a good comparison.
I said to people when I was a kid, I was like, dude, one thing because everyone's like, how do you know about so much about animals? I said, dude, the one thing my aunt like that she used to get me because I would love National Geographic, so I would study animals. I loved animals, so I know a good amount of things about. I mean, I forgot some shit. It's been years, but I used to read up. I used to get cards on like this animals and like crocodiles, coyotes, panthers. I would read up and like, I actually know some things where I'm like, yo, man, I don't know if you want to fuck with that. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to fuck with a hyena, man. A hyena will eat
no,
you,
hi,
but he won't kill you. He'll just start eating you. Like a
yeah,
cat, like a lion or whatever, they'll put you down first before they start eating you. But a
yeah.
hyena will just start automatically eating you while you're alive. It's fucking sick.
You piece of shit, kill
Yeah.
me.
Fuck hyena, just fucking kill me first. Why you eat my
Stop,
leg?
stop toying with me, you piece of shit.
Yeah, they're just fucking laughing at you
Well,
while they're eating you.
that's
Crazy.
why the movie with Liam Nelson. You ever watched with the wolves and they come in packs and stuff like that? You ever watch it? It's called Gray. Watch it.
No, never seen it. All
They,
right, put that on my bucket list.
you gotta watch it. Like they're in Alaska and then they try to fly out in a bad storm. They crash in Alaska in an area where it's like, dude, wolves, and they're like, dude, there's like six or seven guys, a survivor, but dude, the funny
Spoiler
thing is, like,
alert.
what?
Spoiler alert.
No, but like they attack, like, but like they fight back with the thing. But like, dude, and you know what's funny?
You
It's
ruined the
another thing
movie.
that you learn.
I don't need to see it.
No, well, one thing you have to learn about wolves, they
What?
probably will leave
What do
you
I have to
alone.
learn about wolves?
Well, one thing about them, they will probably leave you alone if you're not in their den. And what I mean by their den is where they live, like their area.
Yeah, right.
But the funny thing about the den is people are like, oh, like they think like our house. Oh, that's their area. No, 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 no. Their den is where they roam, bro.
Right.
Like,
They roam like hundreds and hundreds of
yeah.
like
So,
a fucking football field.
and yo, they attack in packs, bro. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, one thing I would think probably one wolf, if it's a nice size, will fucking kill you. But now, like, that's what's
You gotta
funny.
fight 5 or 6, like you're done.
I always wanted to show. I was like, dude, you're a sick fuck. I was like, dude, like they have the UFC show of like the toughest man, right? That's how that came about. I said, I want to start a show where it's like the toughest animal. Like, yeah, let's get a fucking wolf and he's gonna fucking fight a lion and see what happens. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, we've probably seen all this shit on fucking the channel, National.
you do see some of it, but you don't. Well, you won't see a wolf because they're never in the same area as a lion. Like, they're different habitats. But like
Oh, okay.
you see, I've heard from some people, like they always say King of the Jungle is a lion, but they say a
Yeah.
certain tiger could fucking kill like a lion. Like, you know what I mean?
A saber-tooth tiger?
I'm not sure which. I forget which tiger they said. They're like, yo, that tiger. One thing, that tiger might be even bigger than the lion. Like tigers are big.
Tigers,
They
yeah,
say.
tigers get big.
But
The
tell me,
lions,
like,
just, I don't know.
this week
Fuck with a lion.
on live tonight's fight, we're gonna have. That'll be.
Yeah.
Yo, I would probably get hit with some animal fucking thing, but like, you know what I mean?
Ah.
Like,
Here, Lion versus Bear, brought to you by Michael Vick and Mike Malone.
you do see, you got the look of like Joe Rogan. You're the host of it. Like, oh my god, did you see? Like, all the moves. Did you see that Panther? He went with the undertuck.
He took the 5-claw reach around, fucking got him in the fucking jugular, took him down. Unbelievable! What an
Unbelievable stuff. And how that cheetah came back. He was struggling.
Sorry about the ring girl.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, dude, tell me that would be fair. Like, they're like, dude, we got a grizzly bear versus a fucking lion. You know what I mean?
You imagine we do that? We throw the ring girl in there, she just gets eaten too.
You know what's funny? I think somebody said that, like, because they're in the Africa and so like this, like, I think elephants, lions and them, they don't fuck with the elephants because the elephants are fucking. People are like, yo, you don't understand how strong an elephant is, dude. They'll fucking kill them.
They'll just stomp on you, man, or just sit on.
That's why I think. You know what's funny? I think that's why tigers, like wolves and cat animals like that, they come in packs because they know that, like,
Yeah.
they probably took on a grizzly bear. And they're like, yo, that motherfucker fucked up, Joe.
Quick story, man. Back in the day when I worked at a supermarket back in the day, there was this girl named Anella, right? That was her name. And she was a little bit like hefty, a little bit on the chunky side. And one of this dude that worked there, he got into a fight with her and he called her an elephant. Like, dude, I gotta ask like Eugene about that too. I'm sure he probably remembers, but I remember fucking laughing so hard at that, man. I felt so bad. Oh my gosh, she was a
Did
nice
she
girl,
fuck him up?
huh?
Did she fuck him up?
I don't remember. I just remember laughing. Like I had tears in my eyes. I was like, man, that's a
I
good
th-
joke.
I'll tell you a funny story of this, like, because you never really hear like girls, but like there was this I don't know if you remember Habuza, like young older dude in the neighborhood, but he was like small dude, right? He hung out with Zuch and all those dudes.
Yes,
So
yes,
one
yes.
day, me, Jimmy, and Jimmy were at JB working, and kid comes in and he's bursting like he's telling the story, but he can't stop laughing. So it's making me and Jimmy laugh. We're like, dude, what is happening? He goes, Papoose, he got his ass kicked by this girl. And she was like something that he said he banged her sister, her younger sister, and the older sister came and she was like Big Mama, like
Oh
this
yeah.
girl. And dude, dude, I remember one time they were like, yo, everyone's cheering, come on, Pat, Jesus Christ. He goes, I'm not gonna hit the girl. And she just kept beating him up. She threw him into the bushes. And then he finally got up and he's like, I'm gonna hit you with the belt. He took his belt up, I'm gonna hit you. And she's like, and so he tried to hit her with the belt. She caught his hand, took the belt and started whipping it,
No
and then
shit.
threw it. I was like, everything kid kept saying, he goes, why did he keep getting thrown? I was like, I don't know why these bushes were like, get away from the bushes. Why did he get thrown?
Pat, that's funny. Pat was like a little guy, right? Kind of
Yeah,
stocky
yeah,
little
yeah,
guy.
yeah. He's that little
Yeah,
dude.
nice guy. Like he was a nice guy.
But
I
they're
remember
yelling.
going to Murphy's
Trader,
back in the day. I remember seeing those guys.
trader. They're yelling like Zooch and all them kid, like because there was some of the guys around. It was by the St. Anne's Park, and they were like, throw a jam, throw a jam.
Oh God, yeah, that's embarrassing getting beat up by a fucking woman.
Yeah, dude, I would want to end my life.
Yeah, right
Like,
there. You just gotta go. All right,
like
guys,
this,
listen, we
there's
gotta be out.
nothing.
It
There's
is
nothing you
time.
can say, trader. You'd
This,
be like, yo, she's got a pretty good jab, dude. Like,
listen, hand in your man card. All right, guys, we out. Blarcy, thanks for coming on. We'll see you next week on the Mix Up Podcast. Peace.
Sometimes the darkness shades the light. Sometimes the day feels like the night. I don't know what's wrong with me. Never mind about what I've seen. I'll sit alone in this disguise, but I'll try. So I hang my head, I drown my thoughts, smoke my stuff, and I sing my song. I don't know much what it used to be. I love myself, but I don't love me, no. Still